Inferno? Oh, I'll take that Inferno every single day. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! 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 Let's go. Okay, now what? I freaking love this deck. Hi everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today I'm bringing you Shyvana Dragons with Freljord, not Target. Because this deck is all about ramping so that we can play Anaacka, we can play Warmother Skull, or we can play Protective Broodfather. Because the whole purpose of this deck is just to try to cheat out your dragons, especially your Kadregrin the Infernal, to give all your other dragons +4/+4. So this deck is all about just ramping up and then being able to play your 8-cost units, the Broodfather or the Anaacka, and then follow with a Warmother Skull in turn 9 if possible, and that will allow you to just fill up your board over and over and over again against the opponent, and eventually you just get to push through because your dragons are so big and you're just doing so much damage for them, right? So it's a very fun deck, so hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOI videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video where we do an in-depth breakdown of the deck. Enjoy. In this match, we're going against Karma Sett Shadow Out. So the Vengeance is going to be annoying. And the Deny. The Deny is the big thing, right? I want to look for my ramp. We have our ramp. The Deny is going to be annoying against the Warmothers. But we have our ramp here, which is not bad. We have 2 ramp cards. So Broodfather or Anaacka will both be good. And Warmothers as well, right? So let's kind of see how let's see how this goes. Broodfather. Okay, so there we go. We have something that we're ramping to. So we have something that we're ramping to, which is better than nothing. We have 2 things that we're ramping to. This is gonna eat up a stun or a recall every single time, which is great. So we can wild mysticism. Cool. If you want to deny this, okay. I mean, if they want to deny that, okay. I guess you want to slow me down, my ramp, but wow, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. You're gonna have to have a deny for this Warmothers. Wow. Wow. Huh. Sett is a little bit annoying because it does mean that he'll be able to, like, this is 4, 7, 10 damage. I don't think I can take 10 damage. I think I have to go with the Screeching Dragon. I have to go with the Screeching Dragon and force him to pull with the Sett and just take 6. Let the Sett go to 1 and we could potentially kill it with the second Screeching Dragon. We will have access to single combat. So we can go like this. Try to pull that Sett and force a response from the opponent. And pull one of these guys with the Screeching Dragon. We're gonna have to sacrifice this guy eventually, and that's fine. We still got to ramp once, so that's better than nothing. Yeah, we'll go like this. Just let this guy a little bit healthy. Wow, we just get that Sett just like that. The good thing here is that if the opponent has a second Sett, the single combat punishes that. Question is, do we sacrifice these guys against the Fading Icon? Or do we just go down to 5? I must be known. I think I'm gonna Harsh Rinse now. I think I'm gonna Harsh Rinse now and just kill them both and have my dragons be bigger. Next time we can go Warmother or Kadregrin. I have an option. I am playing against a Shadow Owl deck, so I might actually choose to go for the War. Okay, do you have it? You're gonna have to play something to save her. I'm gonna always kill this girl like this. Okay. I think it's better for us to actually save the second single combat and just go for the Kadregrin. Now, I do have to play around Ruination. You know what? Let's go Warmothers. Let's go Warmothers. let's force the second deny. We just saw them play one deny, right? They don't have it. We get the leveled up Shyvana. Opponent cannot play Karma as long as we have the attack token. So we can just pass here. So the opponent cannot play Karma as long as we have the attack token, because we can pull it with the Screeching Dragons, right? I don't hate this. We're gonna continue getting... Wow, okay. Sure. I guess I'll just take it like this and just sacrifice my first Screeching Dragon. At the very least, it's gonna force an answer out of the opponent. Stun? Okay, that's one less stun for the Broodfather, right? Okay. We still have single combat, so we can kill the Karma. We can threaten the Karma kill before she actually gets to turn 10. Unfortunately, we're not getting any of our good units. We got the lower Kadregrin, but that's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna just play the second single combat.
I'll make it my business to know the odds.
And just threaten this Karma. Wait, wrong card. Just go like this, force out an answer, and we'll play the Broodfather next turn. Nullify, alright. So the opponent still has 7 mana, so they could have the way to kill this Broodfather, but I'm gonna force him to have to kill it right now. This is gonna be a lot of value for us if you don't. Okay. Remember that we're gonna get the free single combat from Shyvana. So we can challenge the Karma and still have a single combat from Shyvana that's gonna come into play. We get the Kadregrin too. So how do we do this then? We'll go here, here, Shyvana, Broodfather, this Kadregrin. Punish here is if I get another Broodfather. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we lose that unit here, right? No, we draw it, so we don't lose it. So I thought actually we'd try to summon it. I thought it would actually try to summon it. We have single combat to kill the Karma, even if the opponents try to save her. That Kadregrin from the Warmothers was very clutch. This Broodfather is gonna die, which is a problem. Wait, they're gonna give me Karma? Okay, I'll take the Karma. Yeah, this Broodfather dies, but I can't refuse a Karma, right? If the opponent's gonna give me Karma like that, that's okay. We lose the units from Warmothers. What are we losing here? Didn't see. Second Karma?
There is hope.
Entomb? How do they survive this? Like they have to spend cards to save this girl first, right? So they have to spend the cards to save her first. We can Avalanche to get rid of their Tail of the Dragon. I guess if they have the set, they get there. So if they have the set, it is a problem. You're gonna probably have to play the Harsh Runes instead. Okay, I mean, I'm fine with that. We have a second Shyvana that we can play. Or we can just wait for whatever unit we get from Warmothers. Probably was better to play the Avalanche to get rid of the blocker. Okay. So let's go like this. Yeah, I'm okay sacrificing this. Kadregrin again. Screeching Dragon second. What now? It's actually crazy that we are probably very close to running out of units from Warmothers and the Broodfathers. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough, unfortunately. We actually got the Warmothers against Ione because the opponent decided to deny our ramp instead of denying the Warmothers. So, GG's. in this match we're going against Deep. Okay, so Warmother's Call, Anaacka, Broodfather. We just need ramp. Okay, we have the Broodfather. I might actually keep the Screeching Dragon. I might actually keep the Screeching Dragon to be able to kill like a Sea Scarab or a Maokai, right? At least force like a response from the opponent. This is a hand that dreams are made of. Harshwinds is also huge. Yeah, we got all the ramp that we needed. So Undergrowth, Jettison, and a second Drag Dredgers. Okay, the double Harshwinds is cool, but this is gonna force a Vengeance out of the opponent, by the way. Okay, that's a lot of freezes. So we go here. We can go second Mysticism. If we get the Warmother's Call, we're also in a good spot. That's okay. You can kill that. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind you killing this. That's double Sea Scarab. We take 5. The damage doesn't matter. We have enough freezes that I can live with the damage whenever. Yeah, cool. Let's go Mysticism again. I know I don't technically have a lot of things to ramp for. This just gives me the extra mana again, which is what I need. There you go. The opponent plays the Maokai. Doesn't have enough for Vengeance, so we just play Screeching Dragon. And that Judgment is going to be funny if the opponent gets in a good spot. So this is exactly what we kept that Screeching Dragon in our hand, right? To play around this Maokai or the Sea Scarab. We saw double Sea Scarab go down to the field though. Opponent has no Vengeance, so they shouldn't have a way to stop this. Next turn we can play the Broodfather. After the opponent taps out of Vengeance, right? So the opponent has a good chance of tapping out of Vengeance next turn. They don't even get the toss from the Maokai here, so that's dope. Like, opponent's more likely to play something here and tap out of the Vengeance, allowing me to play my Broodfather. What did I say? Devour and Heavy Metal. So now we play Broodfather, and we get the action going. We're gonna get the fun going right here. Because this Broodfather has a chance of getting another Broodfather. And that's going to be a problem for the opponent. We also get the Warmothers, right? So let's first start with the Broodfather. So that we don't lose to the Vengeance. Just get the free attack here. Shyvana, that's not bad. If opponent doesn't go deep right now with double Jettison, we're in a good spot. Even if they go deep here, I think I'm cool with this. We'll play the Warmothers, and opponent shouldn't have a way to kill us, right? Through the Warmothers anymore. Because we're going to be able to get Kadregrins, we're going to be able to get other Broodfathers, etc, etc. Shyvana also levels up here, giving me the single combats. Okay, no, I guess she doesn't level up just yet. We can let the Screeching Dragon go. We're going to have enough units with the Warmothers. And this should get us there. Now we just need to get the Kadregrins. Not this Kadregrin, but the 9-cost Kadregrin. Yep. Welcome, opponent. You're not even deep yet. You're not even deep yet, and I'm already having a Warmothers. Oh, they get the Threshold Throw. That's not a Kadregrin. That's not a Kadregrin. That's not a Kadregrin either. They get the Threshold Throw, so they could technically have an out here. Jettison, and they go deep, I'm guessing? This is telling me Devour? This is telegraphing Devour for me. No, just Treasure Throw. Wepa. Okay, so let's just keep our single combats and judgment and everything until after the opponent commits whatever they have. That Treasure Throw could allow them to come back, depending on what the opponent gets. Broodfather, 2 Broodfathers left, 1 Kadregrin left. We have a lot of outs, right? We have a lot of outs. I don't want to commit my unit in case the opponent had like a random ruination. So we continue passing. We're gonna get another free unit. It is gonna give them time to do whatever they want. So they have 3 cards. Okay. This is looking like a juicy judgment, by the way. This is looking like a juicy judgment. 4. Yeah, this is looking like a juicy judgment. Unless the opponent has a 0 mana way to deny it. Doesn't... Okay, it's a new fish. Okay, so doesn't go for it. We get the wrong Kadregrin. Alright, if they have Ruination, they have Ruination, right? I think we always play the Anaacka here. Get another unit on the field. Okay, they decide to mess me up. Let's single combat. So if we single combat, we get the Shyvana level up, which then gives me the strikes. Do we care? I guess we shouldn't care, to be honest. I guess we shouldn't care. We can just go here instead and get some overwhelm and put pressure. Yeah, let's just put the overwhelm and put pressure. Can go here, here. Shyvana level sub so she doesn't die to the long tooth, and we should be okay. So because the Shyvana level sub, she stays at 1 HP, doesn't die to the long tooth, and then she gets the Fury proc. We probably want to kill one of our own units. If they kill Shyvana, I'm okay with that, right? It gives the space for the Warmother skull. I do think, by the way, the more that I play this deck, I think I should get rid of this Kadregrin, because he messes me up. Like in the Warmother skull, this reduces the chances of getting a Broodfather or a Kadregrin, the 9-cost Kadregrin. So I think the Ruin one is tempting, right? But I don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's good enough for what we want to do. So I'm thinking I need to go for more kind of control-ish type of tools instead. So we can sacrifice some of my units later. Again, if the opponent gets rid of one of them, it gives me the space. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so opponent actually has the Maokai about to level up. One away from the Maokai level up can potentially mess up my Warmothers. Another Shyvana, though. That's all we needed. So we can single combat and Judgment. Okay. I kind of like the freeze here. Preventing them from getting any draw. And then next time we attack with everything. If the opponent tries something here, alright. He's giving me the go-ahead to kill one of these guys. Cool. Maybe we can draw that second single combat if we go here. They get the Black Spear. Okay, okay. We get Kadregrin. Kadregrin had gotten summoned from the Warmothers. That actually could punish us. Like, not getting that Kadregrin summon could actually be a punish. I guess we can just outright just play him. Yeah, right? What is the opponent gonna do here? Let's just pull this guy. We'll go like this. The more I play, the least I like this card. But I mean, this game has been over for a while, so we at this point the opponent's just letting us have fun because they don't have Nautilus, they don't have Maokai because they gave me the Maokai earlier. They actually get to survive here. We have the freezes. We have the strike. We have the judgment. Second Kadregrin. Well, the third Kadregrin, the ruin. What do we lose? What do we lose here? What are we losing? Watch, it's gonna be the the Kadregrin. We lost the 6-cost Kadregrin. It doesn't matter what the opponent has here. Even if Ruination doesn't work, because we can just refill our board.
Here's a big one.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice one of these guys, I think. Yeah, like, what if we go like this? And and then sacrifice this Screeching Dragon or sacrifice this Feral Mystic, which is probably better because we have a chance of getting another Kadregrin. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter what you do, man. I'm gonna be chilling here. I want to get another Kadregrin. I want to get some stuff here from my deck from the Warmothers. Come on. All right, all right. So we go here. We always get it, right? We always get the Kadregrin so that we can get this guy as big as possible. There we go. See, that's the reason that we kill our own unit, so that we could get this minus 74 into the opponent. The funny thing is that my dragons are big enough that we could actually kill a Nautilus, even if the Nautilus comes down. So GG's. That honestly, I mean, again, the moment that we played that Warmother Skull, that game was over. But look at that, 200 LP with Freljord dragons. GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Samira Pantheon. We have a lot of freezes, right? Which I really like. I'm gonna keep the ramp, and I'm just gonna try to ramp. It's a lot of ramp. Warmothers. So we have enough ramp that Warmothers here is gonna be super nasty. Yes, I am playing the cold resistance because I feel like I want to have 8 ramp cards, by the way. We have a lot of ramp. A lot of ramp. Well. Now we just need to go.
No need to make a name for myself. Just an impression.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it to Avalanche? Probably not, right? I'm trying to think if it's better to Mysticism or just go Winter's Touch first. I'm down to just go Winter's Touch right now. Because I don't want to play the Mysticism and have it die. Obviously, the opponent gets a big hit here, so that is a problem. The problem with the Avalanche is that it's going to lose to a Pell Cascade, right? Which is a different problem altogether. We could go Screeching Dragon. We have the Harshwinds. We don't have anything to ramp to, so I don't think we need to rush the ramp. So we have access to single combat, Harshwinds. Okay. I am scared of the Pell Cascade. But maybe it was better to just go ahead and kill her. I mean, because I have the Harshwinds, I don't think I need to rush it. We have Harshwinds, we have a freeze now, which is even better than the Harshwinds, because I can save the Harshwinds for later. We can even go cold resistance and actually force stuff out of them first. If the opponent goes like this, I'm cool with this, right? Sure. I'll take the damage. Let's go ahead and go the Avalanche now. Yep, that's the Pell Cascade that we talked about. Problem is that I don't have anything, right? I don't have anything in my hand, and that sucks. I kind of want to keep. I want to keep this Winter's Touch for. Like, I want to keep this Winter's Touch for draw at this point. We have the Harshwinds, so opponent's gonna get the level of Pantheon, but we have double things to do whatever we want to do.
The gods will no war.
Question is, do we actually go ahead and pull the Samira? Probably not, right? I don't want to tap out of not being able to counter the Furious Wielder. So I think we just chill for now. Kadregrin is huge. Kadregrin is huge. It taps me out of the freeze though, which I don't like.
They all must die.
Ay, ay, ay. They didn't get... Okay, they didn't get what they needed. I have to hold on. I have to be able to beat the spell shield. I have to be able to beat the spell shield. Now we can just Kadregrin, right? The problem again is that the Kadregrin is not letting me do anything. We can beat the spell shield with single combat and the freeze. Ah, where's my Warmother skull? I want to kill this Pantheon, but I don't think I can. Opponent still has the flare, so they can pull. I guess this still gives me access to the harsh winds, which is not bad. We know one of these is gonna die. I don't beat the spell shield if the opponent pre-commits it. So if the opponent pre-commits it, we don't beat the spell shield. If we go... If the opponent has an all-out, they beat the cold resistance. So I guess we just flash freeze, right? We just flash freeze here and just kill Samira. And next time we can pull the Pantheon with the Feral Mystic. They could have the strike. The 3-mana strike. But it's gonna sacrifice one of these 2 units anyways. So they cannot kill this Kadregrin. They didn't get Spell Shield, so I can actually go ahead and play my Kadregrin and have single combat available. And I think that's dope. And we're gonna get the Winter's Touch from now on. Yeah, so they lose the Camphor. We keep Kadregrin. This is gonna get bigger. Allow me to potentially kill that Pantheon. Do I even want to kill that Pantheon though? I mean, the Pantheon doesn't have any good keywords, right? So why don't we just go Kadregrin here? And this is lethal, by the way, if you haven't noticed. This is lethal because of the 2 dragons doing exactly 20. This guy has no good keywords, and I have freeze and single combat to try to fight it. Like, do I want to let him get the spell shield? If we go like this, opponent's gonna have to commit something. If it's a Pel Cascade that gets them to 10, we can still single to kill it. But then the opponent could still have access to a second Pantheon that could get even more keywords. And that's a problem. Otherwise, we can let this strike here and we should be okay. Opponent cannot kill any of these dragons. Even this one. Okay, so even this one just kills the Anaacka, right? I think opponent must have... I think opponent does have the second Pantheon, based on how they're playing. Okay, so they are gonna kill this Kadregrin, right? So we'll go here, and that's gonna allow us to do what we need to do. Ah, that's cool. Second Pantheon is the only thing that scares me here, and if they do, we have to commit single combat first. Okay, we have the double freeze, never mind. So it has to be second Pantheon. Okay, so that we're chilling, right? This wins us the game. Opponent cannot kill this. I guess they can flare, but if they flare, we follow up with the freeze. They have no way to kill this Broodfather. Yeah, so they can flare, I guess. Because they're gonna do 5 here. But this stays alive. They can flare to challenge. So they didn't get the second Pantheon. We have enough now, and we have our Broodfather, which is really what we're looking for. Still don't have our Warmothers though, which kind of sucks. We'll attack first. See what we get. That's a good draw. That's lethal. That's lethal. Opponent has no equipment. Has no freezes. This is gonna be lethal no matter what. And this is with our Warmother skull, but the Kadregrin's got there, right? The Broodfather and the Kadregrin's got there. My favorite part is when a Broodfather summons another Broodfather. We didn't see it this game, but that's fine. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Fizz Samira. Oh. Games like this is where I wish I probably should be playing at least one Decimate, to be honest. We don't have any ramp, so I'm down to just mulligan everything away. We still don't have any ramp, and we don't have anything that we can play early on. So this is looking like a dub already. Okay. That's a nice game ender. We have to wait to turn 5 before we can play our Screeching Dragon. We'll be dead before turn 5 comes, by the way. Yikes. Okay, opponent gets the plunder trigger. Alright. We don't play Avalanche, so it's not like we can kill. It makes me weird. I mean, I'm thinking, like, okay, should I play the Avalanche? Like, I just don't like the... I think it's a little bit anti-synergy, but we are having all these aggressive decks like Fizz Samira, where Avalanche could potentially actually be good, right? So no ramp, nothing in our hand, no Shyvana. Okay. Opponent might be scared of the Avalanche here. This is an Avalanche bluff, right? Opponent's like, is he telling me to develop? If I develop, he's gonna Avalanche and I'm gonna lose my whole board. What can I do? What should I do? Unknowns to them, we have crap. Okay. Alright, they didn't develop again. That's cool. They're actually so concerned with me having Avalanche that they didn't develop these units. Like, I guess they needed plunder triggers, but still. Okay, single combat is not bad. We can pull the Fizz. If the opponent goes for pirouette here, yeah, that's a problem. That's fine. Another Butcher, so we are taking 3, 6, 8, 10 damage next turn? So we're taking 10 damage. No. Yeah, 10 damage in the open, right? Look what finally decided to show up. Yeah, my dragons are not gonna help you. Opponent really thought I have something in my hand, but I don't. Look who finally decided to show up. The ramp that we've been looking for all this game. Judgment will... I think opponent is actually scared of Judgment. Wait, opponent's actually scared of Judgment. Wait a second. No way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the Winter's Touch so that we can play the Broodfather next turn. If the opponent has a second pirouette, that's a problem. Okay, they're gonna ramp as well for some reason. If they have a second pirouette, I'm kind of screwed, but otherwise the Broodfather could actually get me another blocker. Which at this point, that's what I need, right? I kind of need another blocker. I don't want to play the other option is to play Anaacka instead. So it's either Broodfather or we play Anaacka. Which one do we think is better? All my board is dragons, so I don't think I think the dragon is better. Because I know everything in my deck is dragons. So we can go like this. The pirouette allows them to kill my stuff. They're still gonna play around the Judgment. They're still gonna play around the Judgment, and we could technically go for Warmother Skull. We need to kill this Fizz, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing we kill this Fizz. Yep, that's Broodfather was the right choice, huh? That's a nice Kadregrin right there. I guess it would have been the same if we played Anaacka. That's a nice Kadregrin right there. We have 3 blockers. We have the freeze for the elusives. We have Judgment in our hand. Okay, Stylish Shot. Barb Chain. I can't believe that opponent just kind of outplayed themselves like this. I do need to watch out for So I need to be careful about the monkey, right? So if the opponent has the monkeys, they actually get there. So if the opponent has the monkeys... No, the monkeys is only 5, but they get the pirouette back. If we freeze, that's going to be 4, and we can still play a Kadregrin here. Yeah, this game. So we can freeze, right? We can freeze, stopping the opponent's trigger, unless they have an all-out. It still keeps the unit on the field. We freeze, we stay at 8 HP. Even if opponent plays the monkeys, they don't have a way to block my dragons next turn. So we just win the game, because the Broodfather is going to summon another dragon. We play the Kadregrin, the Ruin, right? So we freeze for 4 mana. We still have 8 mana left. We can play the 6-cost Kadregrin, which got buffed by the bigger Kadregrin, and give one of my other units Challenger as well. And then the opponent only has 1 blocker. 1 blocker at most. Opponent actually would have won this game if they didn't play around Judgment. So, I can't believe this. I gotta add Judgment to this deck right now because of that. So, GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna get Sett and Karma. We have the ramp. The problem is that they have the deny, right? They have the deny for our Warmother Skull. We don't get the ramp. Oh, they've one matchup where we really want the ramp, right? Because we want to get to turn 10 before they do. We literally get the worst parts of our deck right here. In this matchup, at least, right? We don't care about the Avalanche. We don't care about the Warmother Skull because the opponent has deny. I guess I can force them if they have the deny, they have it. That sucks though. I play 8 ramp cards and we didn't get a single one of them. That's rough. Opponent also gets to discount whatever. Huh. They get to discount this by however much. Then I just pass. And like if they want to develop something, they can develop it. Perfect. They can never resist. They can never resist developing something here, right? Now the opponent has something that's discounted by 2 with the acorn. I guess we can go turn 8, turn 9, maybe. What is this hand? Oh man. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. If the opponent plays Sett, I can't even play the Screeching Dragon. Wow. Wow, wow, wows. Imagine if we have ramp here.
Ain't no fight I can't win.
Yeah. Just take it, man. I don't have anything. They actually go ahead and push damage. I'm cool with that. I'm a-okay with this, my friend. I'm down to play the Darking Spear so that we can protect this against a Hitsbliterator. So we can go pull the Claw Clear and then be able to have single combat. I can't believe this. I can't believe this hand. One is actually gonna recall now. Sure. I guess it's forcing me to have to do this. But I just put it on her again. I put it on him again and just chill. Double single combat, it's not bad. Sure. You don't get the barrier, by the way. So he doesn't get the barrier because he wasn't going to go below 1 HP. So if the opponent tries to kill me here, now we can actually counter with double single combat and kill their Sett. Opponent just used a recall. That's the second recall. Second single combat. Let's force it out. Let's force a deny here. Okay, double Mystic. Sure. So you need to have a stun or the third recall to deal with this Broodfather. Otherwise, I guess it's better to play Anaacka here over the Broodfather. I kind of like the Anaacka. I kind of like the opponent not knowing what we have. So this has to be a stun. It's not a stun. The Anaacka also buffs this by 1. We get a Broodfather out of it anyways. We also get a Shyvana. Unfortunately, Shyvana doesn't do a lot here. Because she's gonna go down to 1, but that was a okay, opponent's gonna let me get that. Wait, excuse me? That does nothing. I'm so confused. Why not block with the set if you're gonna do that? If the opponent's gonna do it that way, why not block with the set? You could have at least killed Shyvana. Now opponent's actually at the verge of potentially losing, by the way. Because they're gonna have to kill this Broodfather or Anaacka. Double Caustic Rift. We have Freeze to save. Might actually be better
Beat losers. Welcome to the arena.
to Entomb. Let's Entomb. He gets rid of the blocker and he's baiting out the deny to allow my Warmother's next turn to be good. Wow. Okay. If you don't do anything here.
I'm the boss.
So the opponent's gonna try to have this set level up, right? We can just pass because we can always single combat whichever one the opponent tries to obliterate.
Special for tonight?
So this is 5-4. Opponent still needs to have one more card here to be able to get the like they need to have coin plus another card to actually be able to get the showstopper. And the moment that they do that, whichever one they target with the showstopper, we have single combat. Okay, so unfortunately, it does mean, yeah, because we cannot save her. One card. So we're gonna single combat here. Kill the set. Opponent has one card. What are the chances that that's a deny? I think we go for the Warmothers every single day, every single time. The other option is play the second Broodfather, which is bringing me a unit out anyways. I like the second Broodfather. This is making 4 units attack. And we have access still to Fury of the North. If the opponent has its Obliterator, it does nothing. Yeah, and that's game, right? The Warmothers could have actually worked as well, but this ends up working out for us. Now we go like this. And now we attack with 4 dragons on the field. Let's see. Kadregrin? Okay, that's a good start. Kadregrin again. Alright. Now what? Yeah. Opponent ended up getting a lot of removal, right? They had all the Mystic shots and all the aftershocks. Ended up not getting the stun. I'm very surprised that the opponent didn't block with the set. When we actually when we pulled that Shyvana from the first Broodfather, but I'm fine with it, so GG's. Okay, in this match we're gonna against Fizz Samira. We have Avalanches in our deck, which are gonna be really good against them. We have Judgment, right? Wow, this Judgment is so tempting. Honestly, the Judgment is really tempting. Like really, really tempting. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it for the memes. We don't have a single unit, right, to play it with, but I'm gonna keep it for the memes. I guess we will have the Feral Mystic. We will have the Feral Mystic. We have the Anaackas, which are gonna be able to summon our dragons. Opponent has nothing on turn 1. Okay, we get Winter's Touch and Feral Mystic and the Feral Mystic. So we're gonna ramp. We're gonna ramp pretty quickly into Anaacka. This Judgment, I know it was kind of a meme for content that I kept in my opening hand. But I think it actually could potentially win us the game. Because the opponent beats us by going wide. And they can never go wide as long as we have, like, even if they go wide, we could be able to beat it. I mean, yeah, like I said, they can go wide and do all this stuff, right? They can go wide and do all of this and be able to kind of kill us that way. Unfortunately, we don't have Shyvana. Right? So we don't have Shyvana. Opponent could pirouette first before they attack to play around the Judgment. That'd be kind of crazy, but I mean, it makes sense. If we play the Screeching Dragon, we're tapping out of the Judgment mana, but I think it's safer to play Screeching Dragon here Just because the Judgment loses so easily to a pirouette. Will be 6. Okay, so we just pass here because obviously the opponent wants to play something like Inferno, and we're not gonna let them, right? We can go to 8 mana next turn and be able to play Anaacka out. Yep, like I said, pirouette, right? So they have the pirouette. We'll press OK.
Let's get to it.
I'm down to block this one. I'm down to just block this one, take 3 less damage, and then just ramp, right? I guess we could have gone this ramp and could have saved that unit, actually. I forgot about cold resistance giving +2. I could have actually saved it. Yeah, let's just go Winter's Touch and go into Anaacka. And I'm gonna have the blockers that I need to survive, right? I'm gonna have the blockers that I need to do whatever I want. And then I'm gonna have that Judgment turn, which can potentially just finish them off, right? So we get the Anaacka. Opponent needs to have a second pirouette to really get me scared. The monkeys are a problem. If the opponent has double monkey, we actually lose because the opponent has already triggered Plunder 3 times. Inferno? Oh, I'll take that Inferno every single day. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! 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 Let's go. Okay, now what? I freaking love this deck. Anaacka into Broodfather, into Kadregrin. A third Broodfather would have been amazing. Now what? Nice board you had there, opponent. Nice board you had there. Opponent triggered Plunder twice. So if they have double Pandemonium, they do win the game. If they have another ping, right? So they're gonna see my Judgment. Oh no, chat. They're gonna see my Judgment. I'm not gonna have chat open, but I'm referring to all of you watching in YouTube as chat. This is a highlight reel. This is actually a highlight reel here. They must have seen the Judgment, right? I mean, I guess they have a 50% chance of not seeing it. Monkeys? Okay. That's only 3 monkeys, right? Monkeys again? I have to, right? I feel like I should play the Judgment just because. But at the same time, I don't want to. So I'm just gonna go like this and just block. The second monkeys only do 3 damage. Okay, now we get to play the Judgment. I told you guys, this card was necessary, right? This card was necessary for us to win the game. It was important for us to win the game. Okay, okay. I kind of want to get dragons more than anything that Anaacka gives me, so I'm going to attack with the Broodfathers instead of the Anaacka. So I'm going to go like this. Give me the Shyvana, so we get to see the Shyvana level up. Give me another Kadregrin. Give me another Kadregrin, please. Give me another Kadregrin. Okay, Screeching Dragon. I'll take it. Minus 47. Oh my goodness. What a freaking game. GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. That was a lot of fun. Especially that game that you saw in the freaking intro. And I guess it was the last game of today's video. Oh man, how lucky. Anaacka into Broodfather. Chef's kiss. That's exactly the stuff that you're looking for, right? So as you can tell by the games with this deck, the idea is that you just ramp up, right? So let's talk strategy. Strategy here is we want to ramp up. Because we're playing standard and we lost access to Catalyst of Eons, I do think the cold resistance, as bad as it is as a ramp card, is necessary. Because this deck is trying to just ramp, I want to have access to at least 8 ramp cards, right? So the Winter's Touch is 4, the Mysticism the Winter's Touch is 3, Mysticism is 3, and then the cold resistance is the last 2, right? So I want to have at least 8, because I feel like 8 adds a lot of consistency in you getting at least 1 ramp. Obviously, the cold resistance is the worst of the ramps that you can get if you're looking for something, but at least it will get you closer to the Broodfather or the Kadregrin or the Warmother's turn, so you can actually start doing what the deck wants to do. So that's the first part of the deck. The first part, and all we want to focus on in the early game, is ramping. So with that said, you wanna mulligan for your ramp. It's an easy mulligan here. Just mulligan for the ramp. If you already have 2 ramp cards in your hand, then I will hold back on mulliganing the other 2 cards if they are cards that you want to ramp to, right? So if I already start with like a Winter Sludge and a Wild Mysticism, then I'm willing to keep the Darking Spear, I'm willing to keep the Broodfather, or I'm willing to keep the Warmother Skull, because I know I'll be able to ramp into them pretty easily. However, if you have 2 ramp cards and you don't have any of those cards, then you can just mulligan the other 2 cards. So mulligan first, you want ramp cards. If you have nothing, if you have no ramp cards, mulligan your whole hand away. Try to get at least 1 ramp card. If you already have at least 1, then you can look to keep one of this late game stuff, like the Broodfather, the Anaacka, or the Warmothers, which are really what kind of get your whole engine going and let you cheat out the Kadregrin for free and buffing up all your other dragons. So that's the general idea and why we are on 8 ramp cards. Then we have the other side of the deck, right, which is all the dragons. So we are playing Shyvana, Screeching Dragon, Kadregrin the Ruin, Protected Broodfather, and Kadregrin the Infernal. And then obviously Anaacka, but Anaacka is a little bit different because she comes out as a weapon to begin with. Now, in my opinion, you need to go for these dragons, because if you look here and you look at dragons, you don't really have a lot of great options. Like, the only other option you have is Mountain Drake, and I don't like the Mountain Drake because of the fact that it has Formidable, right? So it can be potentially, like, the damage that the Mountain Drake can do can be reduced if the opponent continues to chump block the Mountain Drake. So instead of the Mountain Drake, I do prefer the Kadregrin, because the Kadregrin also has the added benefit that if I don't get the ramp, I could potentially use this to give Challenger to one of my units and +1/+1 and make it a bigger threat against the opponent. There is a consideration, as I talked in one of the games today, that Kadregrin is not the great choice to have in this deck because it dilutes the chances of you getting the Broodfather, the Kadregrin the Infernal from your Anaacka or your Broodfather, right? Like, you saw the games where we were able to get like multiple Broodfather, we end up just putting too much pressure on the opponent. Having the Kadregrin is an extra unit there that kind of messes up those odds. However, I do think it's important for us to have at least 15 units, because between Warmothers and your Protected Broodfather and your Anaacka, you have a chance of kind of running out of units really easily if you're not careful. So unless we get a better dragon, I do think that the Kadregrin probably ends up being a good option to have anyways. The other consideration is that we could play the Dragon Guard Luca to have like the random rally, but I don't know if that's really useful, even if you have the Behold. I don't think the rally is necessary. So the other side of our deck is the dragons. They're all very important. I'm still debating with the Kadregrin, but I don't think I'll change it. If anything, maybe you go down to 2 of it and adding another Harsh Winds or another Cold Resistance, but I do think we need to have those. The last side of our deck is our protection, so that we don't die too fast. So 3 Sisters, Single Combat, Avalanche, Harsh Winds, and even the Judgment. These cards are here so that we can slow down the opponent, especially when they're going to go for like a big attack or something. The Avalanche is really good against those Fizz Samira decks or their Tristana decks, because you can get rid of their Swarmy potential, and you have the other stuff to also kind of do the same thing. And I love the Judgment. People have to kind of respect it as they get used to this deck list. So having the Judgment could also always be a nice threat that the opponent has to watch out for, and could get you out of jail in certain situations if you need it. So again, 3 parts to the deck: the ramp, the dragons, and the defensive stuff. And that's all the deck does. Just ramp, go to your big units, and in the meantime, you're protecting yourself with some of these offensive tools. And that's the whole deck. So hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.